Once you've been to Wu Zen, you never leave. We should go. We should go.
Ray.
All right, today we are visiting our axle supplier, that is Dana. Right now we are at their headquarters here, so this morning we're going to be talking about engineering. What are the axles that we selected going to do? Make sure we can talk with their engineering team. They're going to have about 8 guys, 8 different engineers come and meet with us. Make sure that our pickup kits axles are the right ones. Then later we're going to be going to their factory where they're actually producing the e-axles. Unfortunately, I was told that we cannot film in the factory. They have some stuff in there that they just don't want shown on YouTube, some prototypes that are being worked on, but this should be a really exciting day and we'll see what we can show you. So what we got right here, this is their 3.5 ton axle. This is what you would see in like an F250, F350. This is one of the many examples. They probably have a selection of about 15 different designs. We're going to go through the pros and cons of each one. Some of them, they have the electric motor as a one piece in the axle. Other ones, it comes off the front and it attaches more like a traditional axle. Other ones have dual drive. There's quite a few options. We're going to pick first which one we can get the quickest into production. We want to be able to put those axles into the pickup trucks we have as soon as possible. What do they have ready that we can ship out that we've already ordered? And then we're going to talk about what the best design for the future might be. But this right here is a bus assembly. So independent front suspension with hub drive motors. So it's similar like you would see a Laterno or an old haul truck, but they stick the motor right on the hub assembly, goes over, wheel goes on, and no axle at all, which is really cool on a bus because it means you can drop that whole section right down to get more walkway and more room, put a little bit of seating, benches above it. It's really cool. Unfortunately, this setup is topped out at 70 kilometers an hour, I believe they said. They're working at getting it up to speed because we want to make sure we can still do 110, 120 kilometers an hour, 60, 80 mile an hour for the Americans. But it's cool just to see what's being worked on and where the future is going for this kind of stuff.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. And I've been in charge of the pickup truck and medium duty development for Edison Motors. There is 160 million of these trucks in North America. My only concern is that the distance from here to here is different on different trucks. I'm not sure. If it's all the same, absolutely very good. Yeah, I think we got the point across. Even with the language barrier, we had a great translator. They all understood, followed along. We have our phase 1, 2, and 3 in development, and we have a clear understanding on how we can get as many axles out as quick as possible, as inexpensive as possible, and down the road as quickly as possible.
Now let's go look at the axles in the factory.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here at Dongfeng Dana. We just had a meeting up in the offices discussing our plans with the 450, 550s, a solid axle, and then the phase 2 and 3 plans with the axle shafts.
Wait, did you say Dana? We're putting Danas in our trucks?
Danas, yeah, believe it or not. Weird.
So we've had a lot of questions as to why we don't just put an electric transfer case in or a motor in front of a drive shaft. Basically, here's your answer. Space, look how neat that is. Power, with Carl, you realize that you just shear drive shafts and U-joints and it's annoying.
Yeah.
And the regen is much better on a straight cut gear than on the coast side of a ring and pinion. So we're gonna go walk through the factory. Unfortunately, we can't film inside, but we're very, very excited because everything that we talked about this morning, we were told is possible and pretty seamlessly. So we're very excited.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, so we just finished an afternoon of meetings and a morning of tours and meetings, and I got goosebumps about 5 times. I am so happy with what we accomplished today.
We got a lot done. I think we got done today what would have taken, well, did take months to talk about. We were able to sit down, draw it out, put it on the board.
I had my Sharpie. They had full 3D CAD drawings on taking stuff apart and putting it together, and together with a massive language barrier, we came to a very simple solution that I think will be very cost effective. I'm very excited to put into production.
Yeah, so we got a great 3-step system going forward. We got 3 things we're looking at, 3 options. They're going to lay all of these options out over the next month. So we're getting these prototype axles shipped in. We know they're not perfect, but we've got the perfect solutions coming in a 3-step way, and I think that I cannot be happier about that.
Yeah.
And this is why you do it sober.
Well, we did a TikTok dance in China, so I feel like that rounds off the TikTok career nicely.
I kind of want to see it.
Another checkbox.
No, you don't. That was my first TikTok dance ever. I don't even have TikTok, but I did a TikTok dance. Okay, so
I follow you on TikTok.
I don't have it on my phone. All the posting is Aaron, but it's not bad for no choreography. I kind of want to see it because I'm like, let's do the lawnmower, the sprinkler, and then the shopping cart, and I think we nailed it.
You could have been a Broadway producer. That should have been on Broadway, 100%.
We want a light. What up? We lost our light.
So, walking home in the rain, and 4 guys just came and said, you know what, join us at our table. We have spent 3 hours with them, drinking, sharing stories.
Yeah,
and the
lots of
culture
drinks.
here is just amazing. Just super welcoming people. They would not let us pay for any of the drinks, any of the food. It started raining. We went in another room. We sat down, and we just met some new brothers. It was absolutely amazing.
So welcoming. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Today is Saturday. We've got the day off. We got all our meetings done. So we're going to visit this 2,000-year-old wall city and Buddhist temple. So I'm really excited to check this out.
So we walked this outer city wall, and we said there has to be a tunnel in it. Like, if you were to build this wall, would you say fill this entire thing with dirt and rocks and ground, or not do all that work and leave a nice cavern for soldiers to hide and run through and escape tunnels and that? So we thought that was the door to it, but that's just the main gate, and that door is open. We thought that was the tunnel. There has to be a tunnel. We'll find it.
So we're at this water town here, and we're checking it out. We're getting treated by our hosts, and they ask if we want water. Water is $13 or 13 yen 60, but beer is $13.50. So naturally, I'm gonna walk around drinking a beer. Not only is the beer cheaper than the water here, but you can drink in public. There's public drinking. You just walk around drinking your beer. My nipples are very hard today for some reason.
Wild, I love it. And then there comes ours.
Okay, right now we are at the axle manufacturing plant in China, and this is our e-axle that we're using. Quite literally, this is ours. This is one that we are putting into the next trucks that we sold the customer. We've inspected it, we like it. They are now going to ship it over to Canada, where we're going to start installing it into the next trucks we're building. This is a huge, exciting step for us.
If you enjoyed our Edison Motors video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for more updates, and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.